Configuration of the system can be done also through the Operate entryway. It does require an administrative password. To start with, you'll get to the Operate screens, but you do have a setup option up here with the system key. This brings you to the Assign Devices. This is where you assign the devices that you've enabled to certain smart sticks and their output terminals. So you can see here on floor 1, this north mid that I've named it, I can call that anything I want by touching on the screen on that name and renaming it anything I want. And then this one's set for smart sticks number 2 with those little rotary switches, and the terminals for up and down are 9 for up and 10 for down. If I want to add devices, let's say to floor 3, which doesn't exist here yet, I need to go to Enable Equipment. From the Enable Devices screen, you see all 3 floors. So floor 1 has those devices enabled, floor 2 has those, and floor 3 has nothing yet. So let's add some. Let's add the 2 end goals and their height adjusters, and the 2 side curtains, and 2 auxiliary devices. Once you're enabled, you can go to Assign Equipment, which takes you back to the Assign Devices here for floor 3, and you can see just the devices that I've chosen now show up on this screen. I can name these anything I want. Again, for the curtains, let's just go ahead and blank those out. And then for the goals, I'll leave those at the default goal 1, and let's name this goal 2. It's actually in the number 5 position, but we'll name it goal 2. Now for each of these, you'll notice that they're orange settings here for the dash dash and the none. That means that they're not selected yet. So if I select for the curtain over here, output module smart sticks number 1. Again, there's 1 through 11 available for these smart stick modules. So smart sticks number 1, and then which terminals on that smart stick number 1 do I want for up and down? I have the option for sets of terminals here. So 1 up and 2 down. Let's go to this curtain over here, smart sticks number 1. Let's go 3 up and 4 down. Since these are now white, that means that that particular smart sticks that I've assigned this to is online and operational. The legend down here will help you remember what this means. Let's say for goals, I go to smart stick 11 and assign 1 up and 2 down, and for the height adjuster, smart stick 11, 3 up and 4 down. And for goal 2, again, smart stick 11, 5 up, 6 down, and smart stick 11, 7, 8 up and down. Same goes for the auxiliary devices over here. I can call them whatever I want, and I can assign them however I please. Once you're done assigning, then you can exit the configuration, and you come back out here to the Operate Devices screen. So now you see floor 3 as we've configured it, with all the devices that we've configured, and I can select any of those, and if I press move, the corresponding outputs on the smart stick that I just assigned them to comes on. There is additional setup that can be done with the administrative login under the setup here, and then under the options. There are several things here, such as the ability to change the passwords. There are 3 operator passwords here, and there's 1 main administrative password. The operator passwords actually are shown very dimly under each of these asterisk fields. So you can look and see what they are. Right now it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4, 5 for those 3 operator passwords by default. You can change them to anything you want, up to 9 digits. And now operator 1 password is 789 instead of 123. The administrative password is harder to change. You need to enter your old one and your new one and confirm the new one. And when you hit change, assuming you've entered everything correctly, that will successfully change the administrative password. There's also an automatic logout timer here. If you're logged in, after 60 seconds of inactivity, no pressing on the screen or buttons, it will log back out to the view screen. And then you have the option here to go back to the splash screen after 5 minutes of inactivity from the view screen. On the main controller, the login screen also acts as a status for the smart sticks that are actually online currently. You can see here I've got smart sticks 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11 are all online, while 4, 5, and 10 are not online. The smart sticks devices, again, this one's set for 0, 1, so this is smart stick number 1. If you open the terminal strip, you'll see all the connections for that particular smart stick. And this is where you connect the up and down or in and out connections for each of the devices that you select. The duplicate controller is limited to operation only. So when I go into the operate, regardless of whether I use administrative password login or user password login, there is no configuration on the duplicate controller here. You can tell it is the duplicate controller from the login screen. It shows here the application version as DUP. It ends in DUP. If the main controller goes offline, this controller is locked out from doing much of anything. You see here the main controller is not online. And you see here the main screen. If you touch on that, it'll go straight to the login screen and tell you that the main controller is not online.